Okay, we are at Mike Anderson Chevrolet. I'm here with the internet team, and we're just basically going over next steps. Can you ask the question that you just did, please?
With hiring more people, I understand we're going to be getting more leads, but is that going to lower our numbers, like just as what we have now with hiring more people, because you have more people to spread all the leads out among?
Okay, to answer the question, specifically, this is really important. Us all know this, is that right now you are not maximizing the leads to the best of the ability. Sandra, when we spoke, you said that you validated that there's sometimes you go into this CRM tool and there's people you haven't contacted in a week straight. Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, now that's not, in my opinion, your guys' fault. It's not because you guys are inadequate or you're not working your asses off. It's because your tool is a little bit cloudy. It's hard to identify what your active leads are. What are your active leads in 30 days that have phone numbers? Your active leads in 30 days that don't have phone numbers? That type of stuff. Again, the situation is this: if you were able to get clear transparency in what are active leads, what exactly are your active leads, I think that you'd be able to be a little bit more productive than what you guys are currently doing. Specifically, I want to kind of go over some numbers which are interesting. This is my sloppy notes. Is that you guys had 11,001 phone call attempts. You're not tracking currently how many connections that you had, but as per the metrics that we use, you have an 11 to 14% connection ratio, so you should have had 1,540 connections. We can't ascertain if you guys did that or not. If you did that, though, which is statistically, it's not a lot, it's only 14% connection ratio, you should have made 385 appointments, okay, because that's only 25% appointment conversion ratio. So again, at a 1540, right, which is a small number based out of 11,000, to only make 25% of those people you actually touched, convert to an appointments, you would have 231 people show up, and you should have delivered 92 cars. Why didn't that happen? It's not because you guys did anything wrong. You guys did everything you were supposed to do. It's because you didn't have enough leads. Because to sell 92 cars at a 10% closing ratio, you need 900 leads, not the 715 that you had. So then how does this work? And this is something that we really got into this morning, is that you guys are making all the phone calls, but you don't have enough leads. So you're calling the same people over and over again. I get it. So you definitely need more leads. But to answer your question specifically, is that going to take away from you? No. What I think, and this is the problem that we're going to have, and this is not for you guys to even worry about or deal with because it's an executive thing, a bigger problem is not just lead volume, it's the lead management tool that you're having right now. So that's something that me, Sandra, and Al need to figure out. But no, you should not worry about this. What you should have as a coordinator is roughly about 120 fresh and carryover leads total in a month. Maximum is 150. If you all had 150 leads, you'd be able to sell a crap load of appointments that would convert into sales. Again, I could understand how you feel. I really mean that. No word track, feel, felt, found. But like literally, I could understand where you're coming from. That you're worried. Oh crap! Like I feel like there's not a lot of leads now, and if we hire a couple more people. But the problem is that you guys are not seeing all the leads that are there. Sandra, can you please explain to your team, because I want them to hear it, not from me, from you, what we discussed this morning and what you were able to identify with me.
Through the CRM that you showed me in the morning?
Yeah, as far as how much are you think you're missing right now from transparency?
A lot. Well, the CRM you showed me, it would show you leads that are under 30 days, people you actually spoke to, people that you didn't speak to, older leads that had no phone numbers, all separated differently. Whereas ours, and I told them, ours are all just one big list. You have to go one by one by one by one.
So, in essence, ladies, can you imagine if you literally were able to come into work, after you did your 3-minute books, you could turn around and go into your fresh leads. After your fresh leads, the next priority you should be engaging are all the responses. After the responses, you're able to identify all leads that are 30 days or less that you've had some type of verbal contact with. After you get through that list, all leads that are 30 days or less with no verbal contact. After you get through that list, if you don't have a lost opportunity coordinator, you would handle all the leads that are day 31 to day 90. So again, you're able to segment and you're able to prioritize each and every individual action you do. Right now, you guys are just working friggin' hard. You're just pounding the phones, but think about it. Are you really strategically making the best phone calls? No, because you can't. You have no clear roadmap. You have no clear way to say which is the hottest prospects. The whole thing with the Franklin Covey and the 7 Habits is put first things first. How cool would that be? I want to just kind of, because you asked the question, I want to hear from you. How friggin' cool would that be if you were literally able to turn around and find out all those variables like that?
I think it would be great if it was something we can do soon. If it was something that would actually be able to be put into effect within a reasonable amount of time, not 6 months down the road, you know, where we could actually take the leads that we have and like sort it all out in different ways. I think that would be really helpful.
Well, no, here's the thing. I'm going to also tell, and right or wrong, you heard me say this right in front of Al. You guys know that I came down here on my time, my dime this time, correct? Oh, and that I didn't just stop there. I also told Al, if you guys listen to exactly everything I say and follow all the recommendations, just for the next month, if it doesn't work, I will give this store literally 6 months free of my services, which are talking over $12,000 for free. So that's how confident that this stuff works. But you can't Frankenstein it. You can't use a piece of it. You have to use all of it. That's how sure my stuff works. That's why I'm giving a free $1,000 cash to one of my clients, just for doing what their job is. Again, we're doing extremely well at Dealer Synergy. There's a lot of dealer clients that are doing extremely well. And there's some Dealer Synergy clients that are sucking wind. Why? Because they only, and that you're not one of the ones that are sucking wind, but you're one of the ones that are not truly achieving your maximum potential because you're only using parts of this stuff. Does that make sense? So I don't want you to worry that, oh, we're going to just hire more people and they're going to cannibalize whatever you're making. No, she wouldn't allow that to happen. Would you allow us to do anything that was going to hurt your team?
No.
There's no way in hell. They would just smile at me, and then after I leave, they would like, forget about it. You know what I mean? But that's so, again, if we do anything, it's just to excel and enhance everything you guys are doing here. Does that make you feel better? Okay.